It's a terrible light. Just a terrible light. We could put over that light. There's something over that light. Oh yeah, it's a little heavy. All right, we can actually. Can we shine the light on me? Look at that. Shine the light right in my face. Hold on a second. My face can also almost disappear. This is the way I like it. Just like that. Yeah, right there. Perfect. My skin is just so beautiful. So imagine that you went to the Cosmopolitan. I don't know. Go to Cosmopolitan. Hey, man, look at us. Look what you did to my face. Oh, my God. Not a wrinkle. So the lighting does a lot, right? Look into the light. Look into my eyes. I can't see your eyes. Look at me. Hold on a second. Where's my cat? So, this is coming off. Yeah, that's what I really look like. And I hate it. I got to set this up. This application is already running. Let me see if I can open it. GTech camera settings. Let me see. Bump on the nose. Hitting the noggin. Is my nose part of the noggin? Okay, let me see. I just want to fix this anti-flicker. Advanced brightness. I like that. Yeah, that's, no, maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Color intensity. No. Let me see. Like that's good. And contrast now. What do I look better? Do I look better like this? Where's Earth? Oh, Earth must be on the other side. Yes, I'm on this side, and Earth is on the other side. In fact, I'm just a ghost. I'm feeling in the aether in this spot, so you can see me right now. How is everybody? Right? Am I texting out? You notice the way? Look at my face compared to the rest of my body. Why is the hat not being implicated in this? What's this contrast telling us? If you think about it, before they made a human being, they needed to make something where the human being can communicate. So somewhere where the robotics can communicate. So one machine to the next, how does it communicate? Who am I? I was nowhere from nothing other than part of number 23. When two 23s come together, are also noted at the 23rd hour at 11:11, 121 plus 22, 143, AC, AD, DC comes together. When the energy comes, and the only difference between you and the energy is the E, that's my cat in the background. She's playing. Part of her choice, right? Part of the choice of the cat to play, or part of what's going on in the mind. And still, I'm separated, right? You see the way it cuts off? It's pretty cool, right? But it's only the gray in the hat that makes it look like this. I got a mask on. I'm fully protected from this world. Nothing can get to me because I'm on the other side. You see my mask? Everything is cloudy because I'm on the other side. But I can return to this side. Just make it a little bit easier to come into this life, and then block out the backside. What happened to the backside? As I came forward into the light, I'm trying to figure out, but there's a little corridor all the way in the back over there. Look at that corridor. It looks like you can sort of go in it and then take a quick right. You see that over there? You go in it and take a quick well, for me, is this right? And you go in like that's a fireplace burning over there. If I take a good look, hold on a second. Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something. Give me a second. Okay. Are we back into the light, back into this room? Where did it all begin? Was it in communication? I was just born, but I can't move my head. I'm like a bobblehead because I'm not really here until all my elements grow. Ideas, they say, oh, they knew about aliens in the past. Did they know about aliens in the past? Were they drawing it? Or are we all bestowed with something in here that communicates to an alternative system? I like to call it the altar. When you're standing on the altar, the alternative system, almost like a plug-in. Have you ever seen it? It's like that, the altar. What is the altar? How is the altar? Because even if the altar is even, and your man and your woman and the priest or the rabbi or the Muhammad or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're always up on the pedestal because of what they're doing. I am higher than you because I am going to anoint you and you will be wed in holy matrimony. What are there, holes? What is the holy part? What does it actually mean? What does the word holy mean? The letters that are used, these, where is the 23rd letter found? Instead of using, hold on a second, instead of using the U letter for the female or the M letter for the male, and in fact, you can find these in the chromosomes. The U letter is very prevalent in the chromosomes. I think it's the chromosomes. My son started learning this thing on naturopath, natural medicine, and he was telling me these things. And when I spoke about number 2323 just a few minutes ago, I was referring to the 23 chromosomes that comes from the father's standard and poor, which is the spirit of the seventh gate, or Q as the flow or the entry from one area to the other. I can show you the round circle as the pipe or the higher one. I'm trying to always think that the higher zero, the higher one, is above and below, but then there's above and below with the 8, but the 8 is a little bit different because the 8 creates part of the chromosome inside of it because of the figure 8, in which is found also on the 7 key, used as the and sign. That is part of a 6. It is part of the loop. It's a loop. The Cancer loop. Well, you take this Cancer loop. Take this Cancer loop. Take this Cancer loop. I mean, I wish I had all the pieces, what do you call it, cutouts, right? I wish I had all these cutouts. What is it showing there? I got too many things here, too many things. Hold on, I got this. Okay. These pens.
Hallelujah. Did you get all that in there? I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to interrupt myself. Don't want to talk. I don't want to interrupt myself. Do we see all of that? Is that legible? I need to know right now. Is any of this legible? I wrote it really quick. Does it look like Nyrishkite? I need to know. You know, sometimes you're walking into a place and some guy's not all there, a woman is not all there in their head, and they see this writing. They go, "What the hell is that?" Okay, thank you, Robin. Very much. Are you telling me the truth? Are you mentally stable in your mind that you have the capabilities of seeing the difference when someone asks a question to judge upon yourself on your own, knowing that you're not going to disturb the mind of the other for the exact truth of the response that you're going to give, and they're going to accept it from your point of view, even though they do not know you for the balance of who you are? There may be many others in which we can pick up this balance, but we don't know what the psychological effect that the world had on these people for them to even make a choice and judgment, right? Is that true? When you're in the flow and the information network and the 23 male and the 23 female is also noted as 1111. And what's so great about 11 in numbers is 23 will create its own number 11. No other number does it but 23. So if 23 creates 11, okay, and you created 11 is this your 11? How are we going to make this 11? How are we going to do this? Right? Can we do 11 like this? Does this have to be next to each other? What is the, I mean, we see it right now because we were taught this, right? We were taught. Just like I went to the can. Oh, I certainly did. I went to the can because you absolutely went to the can first. Also, this, when I look at this word, it looks like God, you know? And you have the shit king. And that is September, October in the Hebrew New Year. How do you hide a computer obligation? How do you hide a computer obligation? If you pull one plug on the computer, that computer will shut down. If you disconnect your heart, your body will shut down. If you can disconnect your mind from your body will shut down, but your mind will keep on going, but we just won't know what the difference is. The 23, number 23 will create the 2 times 3 and the 2 plus 3, which is equal to your 5 and 6. Your 5 and 6 are the only two you need on the dice cube, okay, in order to make all the numbers work. Because your 1 is inside 5 and your 1 is the reverse of 6. So if you create, let's say 5 dots here or 5 dots here and put in 2 more dots, how would we put the 5 and 6 together? Should I make paint? Should I go into paint and put 5 dots and 6 dots and 6 dots and 5 dots? Or should I put 6 dots all around 5 dots and they're all equally connected? Do you follow where I'm going with this? What I'm trying to say is you take, see, I never have enough dice and they're getting dirty. My dice are getting dirty. Need to go get some more dice cubes. I absolutely love them. I love these. I love these. I'm going to order another 15 or 20 of them because I leave them all over the house. I leave them in my car, my jacket, everywhere I go. Find me the number 8. Yeah, I'm out there. Sometimes I don't want to say a word. I don't want to get involved, but sometimes, you know what? I just don't care what the other person says or thinks about me. I just want to know, can you find me the number 7 on this? Some guy was smart today. You know what he did with me? He says, yeah, I found you the 7. 637. I said, oh, great. And never mind, it's on this side. This is 637. Oh my God. It is 637. It's the 6
with the 3 void, and it's the only cube that'll create the light. You can see all 7 of them right there. You notice the way this one is the front of the 2 in the back? You notice that? So it's like almost like the ace is in the center, where that 6 will create the ace itself. This is higher, connects to the 2 in the center, and then those 2 in the center ignite the outside. Or the center one is you have a, whoa, everything disappeared on my, everything disappeared. Okay, so what you actually have is, I'm just going to do it the simple way. Here's your 6. Here's your 1 in the center, okay? But it's at a different level. I made it really tiny to look like it's lower. So this one comes up like this, over like this, and down like this, right? This one here. This one is linked and bridges these 2. And then it links it back this way, and then it links it this way. So when you do this link, this is where the crown of the jack seems to come in, or the beginning of the stop sign. But when we do the beginning of the stop sign, when we connect the next dice cube to this one, what we do is we overlap the corners. Let me hold on a second. We overlap the corners like that. So if you have 9 spaces on this one and you have 9 spaces on this one, in the total, you have lost a space. You will lose a space, and on the top one, you lose another space. I'm going to try and design that also. So anyways, in this one, right, it either the center one feeds these 4, and then this 4 feeds this one, and this 4 feeds this one, and this 4 feeds this one, and this 4 feeds this one. And that's how the center would work, my butterfly. Okay. The second thing in this design is that the top feeder is the M. The bottom feeder is the W. Do you see it in here? Do you see that in there? And you can almost like go that it's almost like their noses are overlapping. Look, Christmas balls and reindeers. You see the reindeers in here? The other thing about that, there's something else in it. So your 637 is because those are, there it is. Look at that. How is that top one feeding the others? What's happening? So if I override this corner, okay, I override the corner. So instead of having 9 here, I have 8. So I have 8 on the bottom and I have 9 on top, but it's 99 because I'm overlapping the 9 position, or I'm overlapping the 7 position, or I'm overlapping the 3, the 1, I'm overlapping the 1 position, overlapping the, so let me put it this way, overlapping the 1, overlapping the 3, overlapping the 7, overlapping the 9. And I'm going to show you that design, what it would do. Is everything okay out there, everybody? Tell me, am I doing okay? Does it make any sense? Let me know. I need to know. I put a lot of energy into this. It takes a lot out of my mind. When I finish it, if I feel I didn't help somebody learn something or see something different or something that they can catch on to and help me out with it, that would be just fantastic. Now I forget what I was doing. Oh, yes, the design. So the original design has 9 in it. And then we take it and use this as our central design. We can either do this one or we can do, I'll show you another one here. I'm going to show you 2 kinds. In the first one, we have a cube that overlaps this cube, and we can create this into the Star of David. This will turn into the Star of David. We can create the box-like effect. We're not going to do that right now. We want to go ahead and we want to create the second overlap. And then we create the third overlap, and then we create the 4th overlap. So in each box, we have 9. 4 by 9 equals to 36. Our 360 develops over here, right? In the 360, okay,
we have a gap, and we have a gap, and we have a gap, and we have a gap. We have a gap of 3, 3, 3, and 3. And remember, one of the 3s we don't need, because we can have movement this way. We can have movement this way. We're going to need the right size lines to find and explain that movement of chromosomes, movement of information, movement of electricity, just movement of the rice. The rice is on the move. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12. We have 4 by 3 entry or on the cross. Okay, then, okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, and then we have 1 by 1. The center point to all. And since all measurements are corner to corner, we're going to use that corner to corner measurement and say X marks the spot. Is this the true 5 position of a square? And all of these, if you take a look, let me see if I do that properly. Just trying to, I'm just decorating a little bit. And you notice that, 1 second. Sort of looks like buildings. You see the way the height is coming out of it? So there's 4 buildings standing next to each other, and this is the passage in between. My street might be too small, so I may have to change this design. Okay, I can't, I don't have a, if I had all the setup and I can see it in 4D model, I can see it clearer, but I would see it different, because everything starts by a flat idea. And from the flat idea, you can extend, or from the greater vision. In order to build the greater vision like an automobile, imagine you see the automobile, I can design it on the paper. But oh my God, you have to fold and bend all the equipment in it. You have to paint it. You have to put tires, transmissions, and motors, and gears, and seats, and the back seat, the front seat, the lights, the electronical system. Now you need Bluetooth. Oh, you need your beautiful radios and everything else in the car. And now the car has cameras on it, and it can see the road. So they're doing everything for the electronic world, whatever they could, get all that money in the world just for the electronic world, because we got to make everything more this, more that, more beautiful. But what about the human being? What about the human being, the being of light that does everything, that the only one that has the final touch of a hand, of a last thought, of where 100 human beings can come together, and one can be looking for an idea from 99 and choose one of the 99, not because they're lucky, because they had the right idea that works, that fits, with no judgment. But there's 7 million people apparently in a short period of time that have the greatest virus in the world, okay? And the greatest virus in the world is ignorance. When nature is all we have, and we want to protect nature, why are we creating and destroying it in negligence? The ignorance towards the starving. The snowbanks, the dollar AMA counts before the starving because of their ignorance. But now the frontline worker. Into your mind, the frontline worker. I want to know about the starving people. How many? Let me look this up. Let me ask the phone. Let me ask the phone. Let me ask the phone. Hey phone, how many people starve to death every single day of the year? Hunger is threatening to kill more people than COVID this year. The tenth of the world goes hungry while crops rot in the field. Where are your frontline workers going to be when there's no crops in the field? Do you want to eat things that were all picked from a machine because it was costly? It was less costly? Where is your negligence, and why so much ignorance while those are starving, and on the snowbanks, the dollar-ramas keep building the banks higher and higher? Where does all that Moolah, go. They keep paying it. Everybody stays. Everybody has this. Everything keeps going up like this, and everybody has this. They make this go up while everybody's chasing this. They prepare to make it go down. And everybody, as they live, we have less and less and less and less. And some is because of our own negligence, and some is because of our own ignorance. You against me, you against me. Who brings out all these things? If you have the right mind on your head, you cannot let anything bother you. Do you remember they say bullying in school? Well, one of the possible reasons, right, to bring this up and make this so big is because then it gives other reason. Let me see, the color is off somewhere. Color intensity, hold on. Something's not right here. Let me see this. Let me see this. Anyways, we're going to leave it. I'm just going to continue on. So now we're going to go down to step number, let me move this down a little bit. No, I want to change my face. I don't like this. I got to change my face just a little bit. Not working no more, eh? Okay, that's good. I like it like that. Okay, let me see the white balance here. We want to be a little hotter. I don't know if you'll be able to see my writing with this. Can you see my writing with that? Let's see. Better in black and white or like that? Like that? Better in black and white. I don't know, brightness is not working anymore. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's the way I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna read some of these, some of the comments here. Yeah, yes, true, let it go. Stop bucket the can both ways. And never settle with one way, to do both ways and see the red-nosed reindeer. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Oh, I don't know. They were to Starbucks, wasn't it? Isn't that how Starbucks started? Because they were all Santa's Starbucks, right? 5 Starbucks, okay. A daisy, doodle dog. People stopped. Oh, power of Mighty Mouse, the mind, those who fight so hard in life to get everything, just to be fair. Okay. Trying to create home and got lazy with the internet as they no longer do much of anything. No, because we are the ones that do everything. We make the internet. We make the publicity. We listen to those who tell us what to do, who pay us the bacon. Because I didn't know ham was everything, because ham is everything, and it brings home the bacon, and it's part of communication. I know for a fact that abracadabra, Abraham radio, across the nation, Abraham radio, and you need a license to operate it. So we got to put all these pieces and parts together in our Enigma machine, and it's going to spit out all the answers, just like it did in the year of the sun, 1943. Because remember, I mean, if a dice cube comes whole, it's 21. It's got 6 sides. We have 7 days in a week. So what is the period of time that we run? Is it 313, 212, 252? Is it a 2-day weekend to a 5-day week? Is it a 1-day
weekend with a 6-day week with a 1-day weekend. That they come together, 2 brings both of them together in 1. Almost like the day is now split, which is another thing I'm going to exactly tell you. I'm going to try and write this down and show you at the same time. The split day, the split week. We have 5 days and 2 days. We have 3 days and 1 day. We have 3 and 1 and 3 equals 7. We have 2 and 5 and 2 equals 9. We have 5 and 2 and 5 equals 12. This is our basic weeks. Then we have the 1 day and the 5 day and the 1 day, which is also taken like the 1 day and the 6 day. I'm going to explain all this that I write. Can you see it clear? I don't think you can see it clear. It's not fun to watch something that's not clear. Let me see. So let me put this down here. I'm just trying to figure out where this light would be the best. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't like the shadow, you know. Anyways, let's see if I can do it this way. No, too much light. Okay, maybe we can do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to continue on, get this paper out of the way. So the 1 day would be, let's say, the Sunday. Okay, the 5 day would be Monday through Friday. See the minus, right? When you're going through, you're minusing for some reason. That's the explanation. So that's a part inside the code that would have to go in the Enigma machine. Okay, all these little things of why we do things. And this one would be the Saturday. So I like to say this one would be for the sun. And this one would be either for Saturn or satellite. The other thing about 12 and 5, 17, and 12, 29. It's also part of the Spirit of 76, the Half-Life Church, and the Spirit. It also will include the 4 cycles of 90, it's not 91 days, but it's the 4 cycles of 91 days. I'm going to put it this way, but it's not 91 days. It's 4 suits. Add 1 through 13. Through add equals to 91. And that's your times 4 suits equals to 360. 364 or 13 moons. What's left over is 5.12. Did I get that right? 5.2. 5.25 is left over, or 105 times 5, the hand of God, born to the Son of the half-life Spirit, 165 over here. Not 365, 165. So we got this over here. So, but there's no 4 cycles. There's no 4 cycles of 91 days. We have to see the seasons, days of the seasons, number of days. And then we have to break down the year. See, breaking down the year is another part. All these things break down the year. All these things are different things that would be put into the machine to decode different stuff
It's not really decoding. It's just reassembling and aligning from where it came from. You know, I mean, people call it decode, but I like to say the realignment of the actuality of where it came from, because creation is the finished product actually came first before anything in creation. Finished product was first. Finished product was first. Does anybody understand what that means? That before anything ever happened in creation, okay, after, if there was a big bang, okay, and let's say that's how the spark started everything, after the first creation, I'm talking about the recreation, all happened in someone's mind, on a piece of paper, in 1D, flat, before there was a motor put into the car, before the body was made. What did you do? What was the R&D? What was the R&D and I, in which R&D and I is all one letter? RDI is all in one letter. Okay? The I is on the top part of the D. And then you just put on the V for life, which shows you this 90 angle, which just will give you 96. This is your rotation and birth in the heaven. And the reason for that is because the design, the design shows you in 96 that it's the percentage sign. And when you design it, when you make the artwork really quick, it looks like there's a 7 that splits the two sides. And when you split the two sides, you're actually splitting what we talked about 15 minutes ago, where the chromosomes or the cancer loop. And this 7, when it splits apart, it's splitting apart where 8 is. So it starts in, okay, it starts with 6 and 9. Okay, it's split by 7, or the 7th gate. And it's connected by 8. So it's connected by 8. Living in 6, connected by 8, being birthed at 9, divided by the 7th gate. So let me go back and finish this piece over here. How is the color in this? I mean, can you see it properly? I've got so much trouble with that color thing. Let me read some of these comments. Propaganda. Wow, good word. Good word. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whoa, boy. You see, it's all these words. You can't hide the word of God. You can't hide the word of God. They gave it right to us. It's all in the word. Pro, how do you spell that? Propag. And DNA and the mountains, pro, gold, 33, the church, from the letter P, panda, pagan, make them to believe there's an opposition and they'll all leave. It's like if I put up my hand in the room and I'm all the way at the back and everybody's facing the front. Nobody sees that hand. So all you got to do is make a little bit of noise and then people start to take sides. That's all. It's that easy. Knowing the truth and doing the right thing are like the hardest things in life. So that's something that has to be taught. There has to be taught why we tell the truth, the reason for telling the truth, and the consequences that can happen once we stop telling the truth. As we split apart, as people find out that you've told a lie, you've now made more divisions. Now, from where you were secure amongst your friends because you were all honest, now insecurity comes upon everybody. Although everybody watches your back, everybody knows there's an outside danger. And that danger is yourself. Oh, it doesn't matter, but it does in the long run. But are you here for the long run? You're just a kid. I'm only 14. I'm only 15. I'm only 18. I'm only 21. I'm 23. I'm 27. I'm 28. But I'm going to be 60 in a couple of years. I'm going to tell you one thing. I feel just like I felt when I was 13 years old, except for some of the excitement is not the same anymore, because as you grow older and maybe a little bit more wiser, or you've accumulated so much information, it starts to computerize in your mind all by itself, and it starts to give you information, things you never thought of before, because you never knew it until you gained all that experience. And I think that is one of the things that happened when this transfusion that we all came through over time, how the mind was altered, that we can no longer, or we're continuing to advance in many things, but we seem to keep giving away our soul for our brev, for the rights. Things have to be shared amongst the worlds. Nobody should legally be able to own certain information, and it must be shared from day one. It should never be a secret. It is the secret that hurts everybody. There's two things in life you absolutely have to remember: what is general and what is private. But remember, in the business world, that anything that is private is none of your business. But all your privates, okay, you have no private. And it's written in the war program that no one has any privacy. Zero. Because your privacy is now ruled by general. So when you go into the me, V, force, Marines, you go into any one of these. When the general says to the private, do this, the private does it. So your private is ruled by the general. But then you're just a general crowd and it doesn't matter anymore. So you're on this side, you're on this side, you're on this side, you're on this side, only when it matters to them. Who are they? Whoever they are. If you think it's them, that's who they are. So we went here, we did the little thing on the propaganda. We're going to get back to the days in the week. Okay. I don't want to lose the trend of thought. Is there any way to get the shadow out of the way? Anyway, okay. We're going to go down to the one day is the Sunday. So you have 24 hours, you have 120 hours, and you have 24 hours. And these two link together. Now, if 1 and 1 would link together, okay, there's all kinds of situations that always come up. We have to go M and N in gematria, because that's where 1 and 1 in gematria, everything branches out. Got to show you that later. I don't know if we finished this either. M and N, we did it over here. M and N. The why did I mark 11, 20, 21? This is the 13th letter. This is the 14th letter. Man and the sun. Man and the sun. I don't know why I have this here. Oh, the reverse of male is N. So the N would now be female. The reverse of male. And this, okay, is where the sun comes in and the passage comes in right here. 7 and 5, and that number is the number to the moon. In the female, the reverse is F, and that's 6, 6 and 3, and that's exactly the female, but the male gets to be a 6, the female gets to be a 3. In this instance, the male gets to be a 4. So here the male is 6, here the male is 4. Here the female is 5, here the female is 3. So 35 female becomes 46 male. The dominant male in the DNA, 23 and 23 chromosomes, is at 46. 5 and 6 become the reverse female male. 3 and 4 DC become the straightforward male. The U and the M, the female 12, 1 and 2 is 3 for creation, the 4 male, equaling to number 7, equaling to number 5. So the energy goes through the 7th gate, connecting both worlds. 7, 3, 1, 3. And I'm going to get back to that and show you that over here. And this information and why I put it out here is because this is what we live. This is our everyday life. Everybody talks about this. I like to bring up only what everybody talks about. I didn't make this deck of cards, and I'll talk about the deck of cards because it was created from the professionals. I want to know what the experts and professionals know and what they see and what they don't see in everything they make, because they don't absolutely 100% know why they did it. They only know they had the idea and they found the mathematics to doing it. But what does that mathematics tell us? What other reality is in this dice? So sometimes I like to take the dice and I'll put the 1 on this side, and on the other side, right, I'll put the 5 across from the 1. Or I'll take the 6 and I'll put it across from the 4. And I'll do all the possible combinations in this dice cube to see what differences I'm going to get. I want to understand the complete story and possibilities in this. Which way can I go? 360 degrees. You're standing in the middle of all. Do you have to go all around, or do you have to take a choice in one direction, cutting the center of where you are? Are you at the beginning or are you at the end? Okay, let me get back to this. In this situation, you have the Sunday, you go through the week, you come to the Saturday, and what's after the Saturday? You come back to the Sunday. So in gematria, the M and the N does that. It goes, whoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes to number 1. I'll just do it here. It goes to 1, and then it either goes here to 1, or it'll take another level and go to 1 here, and then the gematria will actually have a different plane. There's 2 kinds of angles you can get to the gematria design. Oh boy, I don't know. I might have it in my bag somewhere. I'm stuck underneath the chair here. This is one surface of gematria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then over here you skip. Either you go here, or this gets flipped upside down like that. I wish I had 2 of them. And it gets flipped upside down like this, and then you overlap the M and the N. So instead of having 26 letters in the alphabet, you only now have 25, because M and N become the same thing. And that is your the way the passage goes in the sun. You have one paper here, and the other paper would be here. It would be like this. Everything has to overlap. Like, it's a stairway to heaven. And if it's a stairway to heaven, and it was a great song that some people shouldn't forget, I was born in 1963, and certain pieces of music and certain names that fit together is because they fit together somewhere else in creation. Somewhere else it's been replicated. Not far from where I live, maybe 35 miles away, is Mount Sinai. At the same time is almost every single city in Israel is 35 miles away from me. In fact, 10 miles away from me is the Jordan River. And I swam in the Jordan River when I was born,
and there was pig manure in the Jordan River many years later, and now it seems to be clean again. Chicken manure went into the Jordan River. Okay, so things replicate themselves, and this is one of the ways you can replicate. Now, this is only one. Now, I have to take this paper and now put another one over here. So now I have my three-tier stepping stool. Now, I say you need to put a fourth one because the fourth one restarts the first one. So if I put one over here, okay, what would happen over here? Where is my fourth row? Well, this one also has to be duplicated. So you need duplication here. You need one here. You'll have three in this corner over here. It'll be overlapped by three. That's the way I see this dimensional extravaganza or whatever. So let me take the camera down one more time. So you'll have the 168 hours in the week this way as 6, 3, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 1 and 2, 2 and 4. And this one over here, which is representation of Earth and the heart, where they piece together the Saturday and the Sunday, where the Saturday becomes the first day of rest, where Sunday becomes the first day of the week. Because the first day of rest was the last day of the week. Last day of the week. So we have 100 and plus 24. We have 144 plus 24 equals to 168 hours. So we get 9 and 6. So now we're talking about rotation, Sun and Mars. That's what these numbers say. And this one over here, okay, because it's a 1, we can absolutely call it, I'm going to reverse it. I'm not sure if I should take it from this side here or take it as a third number. Because it's in the third position, and I'm not sure if I should do this, because when there's a third number, I should just take it in the first position. But what I do to this in this position is I'm going to add on 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. It'll end up equaling to 4. And the reason I do this because it's in the 100 position, and all zeros equals 6. 0 equals 6. So anytime you have a 1 in the second or third position, okay, you're going to it's going to be in the 10 position or the 100. Add on 6, add on 12. If it's in the 1,000, add on 18. The birth of the resident angel comes in creation, the birth of the resident angel through the Saturn skies. That's what it's telling me here. Or if not through the Saturn skies, we're going to go back to my old replica through 10. Where does 10 come from? 10 is in the D. When you put D and half of your N together, right? D and half of your N together, you end up with R. In D is I. If you go look at the designs of letters, okay, they cross over this bar over here, and that will create the I letter with the C plus I equals D. C plus I equals D in design. It also equals number 12. 1 and 2 equals 3. The reverse of number 3 is number 4 on this, and 3 is noted as separation, the half-life center, where this one here is going to direct to all. So that's why 3 is the opposite of all. As well, you can mark down 3 another way. If it was on the cube, it's this way or this way. So it's just showing me another way. This is showing me the 6th house, the cards. The cards are showing me the 9. Sorry. The cards are showing me the 9. The cube is showing me the 6. The cards are also showing me the 10, and the cube is also showing me the 7, because I'm just talking right now. I'm talking about here's the 7, 1 and 6, because it's the only one that doesn't have the reflect of the opposite placement on the cube. I said the 9 because we count 1 to 9, because 10 is 1 plus 0 equals 1. And then because there's a 0, you add 6, it equals to 7. So are we adding
hold on a second. If we add 1 to 10, it equals to our liberty of 55. Now I end up with, instead of 10, I now count 1 to 7, and that 55 will now equal to 28. Does anybody understand? And when that happens, we brought Q together, and the reverse of 7 and 1 is the church and the spirit. The cycle is also running through this, because when you flip that upside down, 91 times 4 suits, 364, or 28 times 13 moons. So all these numbers now link and come together. 70 female, 30 male, 10. Okay, hold on. I want to go back. I don't want to miss everything. Okay, so is everything okay here, Robin? Anybody else want to say anything? You got the anchor. Oh my God, the cross. Yes, absolutely. You know what? You show me that anchor, and it's just talking to me, depending if the light is in my eyes, how I see it. It could be the E, European Union. It actually, the completion of some design is because there's an overlap of a line that is actually supposed to be in 3D or something, and it shouldn't actually be there. So we have to warp some of our designs, even some of the designs we might see in caves. We have to put a different light on it. We have to make it into 3D. We have to separate those lines because there's another story into it. Why does this? Because when you add 1 to 10, it equals to 55. And there's other words. I want to create that enigma machine for this. When you add this to this, it becomes the sun. And then the minute you hit 10, it becomes the pass. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. So now if that equals to 10, and 10 turns into 7. 74, Jesus Christ. And inside of 4, the only thing not inside of 4 is 1 and 1 and 2. Because this is your 1 and 2. This is completely inside of 4, and 2 by 2 equals to 4. Do we want to use 1 as a singular dot? Or do we want to use 1, 1, 1, 1, creating a whole? Okay, so I want to get away from that. We were talking about, hold on a second. We did the D. I explained the D, the 1 day and 6 days. So what we're going to do with the 1 day and 6 day, we're going to run this by the calendar that I know, where God rests on the 7th day. So 1 is the 7th day. So again, it just shows you how this equation came together. In 16 and 19, what's so special about that is on the roulette wheel, the board replicates right over here. This side, the first 18, I think it equals to 191, 210, no, 173, is that what it is? 139, 171. 1 to 18, and this one equals to 495. 6, 7 and 9 is 16, and what? 666. Okay, 666. 666 is an explanation that 234, your vibration, is your passage and your incoming. When you take a look at this, your 225 is right here, but the area space that's used is between 216 to the center 225 to the other side at 234 to your 90-degree angle. Maybe that's your pitchfork. Southern Cross, okay. So this equation here is going to give you the 124 and the 144, or the 1440 minutes in a day, replicating the 6 days, and the 24 hours. So here is your 6 and 9. Did we do that already? And then you have to restart the next week. But when you restart the next week, it's a string. Once you touch the 6th day, you've taken all 6 days. So when you do the counting, I have to keep going back and forth. When you do the count of 1 and 6 and 1, okay, this equals to 24 and 144 and 24. 6, 9, 6. Mars, 6 plus 9. The sun, 9 times 6. That's my star system math. That's just basic. What I can now also do is minus the 15 equals to 39, the word 10, and the word sky, which gives me my pass of 55, which is created by 16, and it goes back again to number 1. You add it, it becomes 69 again. The 161, and then it becomes 616, because it's a string. You have to take all 6 when you replicate it, right? So here you get 8 days a week. Here you get 13. So you would have 144 plus 24 plus 144. So you'd have 9 and 6 and 9. The only difference is here you would have 21 and 324. 18 by 18. The cube, I'm just trying to figure out something to do with Jupiter, Venus. And, you know, when Levette talks retrograde, I just wanted to show you something. I was going to add this on before and show you. We were talking about the connect. What connects everything together? I'm just trying to see if this is the design I wanted to do. I don't know if that was the design I wanted to do. I wasn't sure. I wanted to show you how this loop is a reader. You go forward and you retrograde, you come back, and then you go forward again. And while you're passing this dot over here in the center, this dot can read you for the 360 degrees that you go around. Or is it 120 degrees in part of a day? And then you come out and you go again. And as you go forward, you go backwards. So by the time you left here and got here, 1/2 a day passed. But because it's a loop and it's round, the distance is farther than a straight line. Maybe it'll give you 15 hours or 16 hours. And there's a reason I chose this. 96 times 96. 96 times 96 times 15 equals 138,240. Divided by 60 equals to, no, something's wrong here. Hold on a second. I don't know if this is the 13,000. 96 times 96 equals 9216. 9216. Okay. Times 15 equals 138,000 seconds. Divided by 60, divided by 60 equals to 384. This is the long moon count. This is the long moon count. The 14th moon, 392 days, less 8. Not really sure why that happens, but anyways, I don't want to get into that. But here's the loops. And what happens in between? What's actually going on in between? That's one of my questions. The other one was this cancer loop. I'm just trying to figure out if it's actually because of that it happens. And then there's another one down here. There's a couple of ways to do this. And then I like to call that the eagle claw. At the same time, some sort of budgie bird. So we came to the 616. So this one will equal to 24. This one was 21. The letter U. This one is 24. the letter X, U and X. And then if we look back at our letters, we can possibly find out more information, but I don't remember already. It's getting long. I'm getting a little tired and weary. Can't remember everything. 9 by 9, 81 Venus, resident angel. 9 by 9 by 6. When you multiply by 6, right? 9 by 9 by 6, 9 by 9 is 81. Automatically, I know everything's going to be cut down to 40 and a half. 40 and a half plus a piece. Because anything, I'll show you in a second. You see, look, 9 times 9 times 5 equals to 40 and a half. Okay. 9 by 9 by 6 equals to 48. It's not much more than that, because what happens when you multiply it by number 5? Number 5, it cuts every single number in half. You want to multiply 9 by 5, 45. That's half a 9. So it's just a notch up. It's 486. 510, the exact number to Mars. And here's the number into the sun. Creation into the sun, DC. Male, male, female, male. Let me go back and look. The 3 and the 4, female, male. On the, and this had to do with the word for umbilical cord. So when you're coming into life, and every word that we speak, in the alphabet that was created and the language that we are micro researching gives us this information. And because of history that for some reason cannot be changed, for what reason I don't know. I mean, I can tell you what I think. I don't think it can be changed. Otherwise, you're going to alter the and manipulate the string, the DNA, the chromosome of the entire matrix creation. That was all based from someone's thought onto a piece of paper. And from that piece of paper, they had to create pieces and parts for everything to function together. Take away a piece and a part, and a whole list of items will become extinct. And then certain things will cease to exist, and that will be the crumbling of the house of cards. The thing I wanted to show you about an hour ago, and we didn't finish. No, we didn't finish with these 5-2. I didn't finish with the 5 and 2. So the 5-2 cycle, okay, is going to give you 120 plus 48 plus 48. So you have 96 equals to 216. 216. And this is where the moon comes in. The moon comes in on this one over here. And Pluto comes in over here. And we now have divided the heavens, okay, by the game of pool. Because game of pool consists of adding one. Oh, sorry. Yes, the game of pool has 15 balls. When you add them all up, it equals to 120. And inside 120 reflects the moon again. 84 reflects the sun and Pluto. 25 reflects Earth's heart. 1 and 3 creates the male. What is missing in here is the connecting 3 and 4 that comes together. This scenario over here, 313, is when you create a different way, where Wednesday becomes the bridge of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And what does this bridge mean? Well, somebody split it up, because after Saturday, okay, we go on to reconnect. So we'd have to make TT, and we see TT in letters and words. So we're going to have to restart that cycle again. How many T's do we need? Just in the word letter, just in the value of what the word means, any words written anywhere. So the 313 is split by Wednesday only because I noticed that the miércoles in Spanish. And for me, that's a miracle word. And anyways, so we get the 72 hours, winter big red sun, 24 hours, the cat, 5 to 9. And we get 72 hours again. I like to make it neater than that. We get 72 hours again, equals to 144, 154, 164. Is that 168? Is that what it has to equal? 72 and 72. 140, yeah, equals 168. Well, they all should equal 168. Oh, but I forgot. Plus 24. Equals to 192. The yellow birth of the spirit of Venus alpha creation. 12 and 9. 1 and 2 always has, if the 1 and 2 are in the situation, put them together. Put the 1 and 2 together. Okay? They can't live without each other. The 9 is whole in its own. I want to look at it that way. Actually, 1 lives in all. Anyways, let's not get into that. So we have 192, this cycle over here. But if this cycle over here, okay, I need more paper. If the 3 and 1 and 3 cycle equal to 72 and 24 and 72 equaling to 168, we have to understand the continuation of the cycle is 168 plus 24 equals 192. If the cycle started on 1, okay, we would end up this way. Is that right? 3 days, 1 day, 3 days, 1 day. So we have Wednesday to 3 days, and then we have the other split. So we're not only splitting Wednesday, so we're splitting another day also. I'm just trying to see. We did Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We bridged it with Wednesday. Then we went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we bridged it with Sunday. And then we bridged it with Sunday. Then we went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we bridged it with Thursday. And then we went Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we bridged it with Monday. Then we went to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we bridged it with Friday. Then we went to Saturday, to Sunday, to Monday, and we bridged it with Tuesday. Then we went to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we went to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we bridged it with Saturday, the day of rest, Saturday. And then here, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The same way it all began is the same way it ends. And to complete this cycle took 7, 7, 7, 7, 28 days. Imagine that, 28 days. Even the birth of the little chick that took 7 days and 21 days. I think that's how it works. 21 days for the egg to hatch. It's 7 and 21, something like that. But anyways, that's this kind of cycle of the 1-3-1 cycle, 1-3-1-3-1-3. The 3-1-3 cycle would be a little bit. Anyways, so when you do this cycle, you end up with those hours. We did the 3-1-3. We're going to go, I'm going to rip this out anyways because I want to do it neater. Because this is also changes. Hold on a second. 3 and 1 and 3 equals 72 and 24 and 72 equals 168. 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 equals to 168 plus 24, because we added on this. Yes, then I wanted to show you that if we started on Sunday, so I'm going to use Sunday as numbers. Should I? Sunday equals 1. Monday equals 2. Wednesday equals 3. Thursday equals 4. Friday equals 5. Saturday equals 6. Imagine if you went in creation, it would be actually 0. So we start on 0 before we even come into this world. And there's always one dark day as we go through the passage. Every 7 days, we go through a passage of some sort. So there's an extension to the week with 6 days, plus we go over the hole that we started from. So it's like starting on the same hole. That means to get back to the beginning, it's a total of 8 days. 8 days restarts on that scenario. Anyways, Sunday equals 7. Something's wrong here. Sunday, Monday. Oh, there's no Tuesday. Hold on a second. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. Then we're going to go and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And then we're going to go to did I make a mistake? 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. What did I do on this other paper? I must have made a mistake. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is up here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, right. Okay. Now we go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Did I do this right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Whoop. Getting a little confused myself. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. No, something's wrong somewhere. Wait. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, this is Thursday. Where? Hold on a second. Sunday, Monday. Okay, then we have Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have completed the cycle. Is anybody following us? Is anybody following us? 8 days a week is when the cycle starts. 8 days a week is when the cycle starts. Oh yes, when the cycle starts here. When the cycle starts here, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. When the cycle starts here, right, and you stop the cycle, this is 7 days. The other cycle, part of the same cycle, is 1 plus 3 plus 1. No, this is not this cycle. This is 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 days. So you're starting, I always like to start on the Wednesday, really, which is number 4. And oh, so here, I started on number 4 in here. That's the way I wanted to really start, where my first division is a 3 division. If I went by the 1 division first, I would have to circle this. It would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be here. If I start with the 1 first, line 2 is first. If I start with the 3 first, this one is first, because the third one is the skip day. And here I got 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. But if I was talking about the 7-day week, okay, I can't go 1, 3, 3. It doesn't work 1, 3, 3. It just doesn't work. Or in this 3, I would have the Saturday link. But it doesn't work the same day as the 252. 252. So what this is it's just a continuation of the same thing, showing me that we're completing a cycle in order to get that done. And that's the male cycle. It also runs into the moon. And it's a stream, it's a ration. So that's what this one comes into. So if we're adding, okay, we'll have 6 and we'll have 18. If we're adding, we'll have 9 and we'll have 14. Here we'll have 12 and here we'll have 10. Here we'll have 15 and here we'll have 6. So even though it ends over here, okay, on the same thing, the crisscross is the gold. The crisscross is the spirit sky. The crisscross is the electric company female. That's what this is telling me exactly in numbers. Everything's in a package. This is your 10 and your 24. One is Roman numerals. One is the position in the alphabet. One is JQ, the reverse. And here it is X. Here it becomes XC. Boy. So then we had also, I don't know if we did the 2 and the 5 and the 2, or we had 48 and 120 and 48. Now, if we add the 5 back on, we'll have another 120. So we got 240 and 96. 240 plus 96 equals to 336, which is only 24 away from 360, which is only 29 away, which is the birth from 365, and 30 away. And the reason I'm 2 and 5 and 2 and 5 and 5 and 2 and 5 and 2. I'm going to explain to you why I did this. I did this because our 5-day week and our 2-day week could be an expression of saying we go 2 days, we go 5 days, we go 5 days, we go 2 days, we go 5 days, we go 2 days, we go 5 days. So that would mean that here's a new equation, okay, which would be, first we're going to do the 2 days. Okay, first we're going to go Sunday and Monday. And these are together. And then we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we go back to 2 days again. And everything repeats the same 7-day cycle. And this would be the 2, 5, 2. But when we go 5, 2, 5, when we go 5, 2, 5, we go 5, 2, and then we create the same. So what it would mean is when we get to the second tier. Here we go, 2, 5, 2, 5. So it just repeats over and over and over. But if we went 5, 2, we would have this first. Tuesday would be first. Sunday, Monday would be last. So it just keeps repeating 5, 2, 5, 2. And this is Earth's heart, 77Q Christ. Right? You ever see Christ? The 161 repeats the same thing, but if it's 6, 1, 6, 1, 6 versus 1 and 6 and 1. Here's 8, here's 13. 48, son of Pluto. Son of Pluto is exactly matches Sun, Pluto equals 44 space. It turns into 16 and 8, which is our time, day and night. It becomes the gateway, 7 and 8, to the spirit of the half church, and the passage through Mars is the student. 7 by 8, 56, 7 and 8, 15 equals to your gateway Q. Stand on guard. Blackjack. Look at the deck of cards. We're standing on guards. Stand on 17, which is your gateway. You're standing up by Union Jack, which is the moon, related to H, I, N, Z. Heinz, 57. Jack, 25. Union means joining. Neo. N and N, 3 N's. I like to look at the U that way. So we did our 616. The 525 doesn't show anything. There's also a 4 and 3 day week. 4 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4 and 3. And this one will give you 11. And this one will give you 10. So this will show you another way to do something. I'm not sure if we finished with the overlapping dice cubes. Did we overlap those dice cubes? Wow, it's got to be in this book. I didn't go anywhere. Hey, I didn't go anywhere. Come on. I need to finish. Whoop, 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 whoop. I did the design somewhere. Okay, here it is. So when we overlap the 4 dice cubes on one side, we take that, we put it there, and then we put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 there. This is the 9 we're talking about. If I was working with the 4, it would look like this, in which we can do that if we want. We can do that right here. Here's a 4. Here's a 4. And then we can go down and I can create a 4 over here. I only can create 2 4s. After that, it's going to create the number 8, which is going to connect these 2 sides. You want to go the 1 and 9, we can do it this way. And it also, there's a separation. There's a separation now between this area and this area. And if you look deep in between this design that comes in between, you see this crisscross like DNA? It's only the first part of the DNA. Because if I overlap a dice cube there, right, I'm now going to overlap one here. I only need one way in. and then I can overlap. And now I have this overlap over here. So we're going to talk about the first one. The first one we see here is a 9. 9 areas. Hold on a second. Right, they each have 9 areas to start. 4 times 9 equals to 36. Okay, we already established that 25 minutes, maybe 45 minutes ago. Each one now is 8. We have 4 by 8 equaling to 32. And then we have 1 by 9 equals to 9. Your total is 41. That's what your total is, 41. We're using up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 outside and 4 inside. And 1 that connects all together, the center over here, this heart in the center. And 1. 1, 4, 4. 1,440 minutes in a day. 12 by 12. The tribes. So all these things in history that have never been removed because they're our DNA, they're in our chromosomes, and it's something you can't remove or everything falls. The matrix or the creation will know the truth, and everything will cease to exist. If you take away the truth from all the people, so you put the truth somewhere else, so it seems like they know everything, but they only have the capacity to reach one part of their brain. So now you have these 4 8s, and this 1 8 over here that connects it all with 3 1 3. Connecting number in the center is 3 1 3. You have 2 2 2 2 2, in which you cannot use all the 2s. When you divide it, you can use 2 and 2 or 2 and 2, and that is what you creates life. Those numeric values for life. The 4, where's the numbers 4s that I wanted to talk about? Everything to do with your 4 has to do with phi and your day. Because 4 by 4 is 16, and that's P. 4 plus 4 is 8, and that's H, and H and I come together. We don't need a heaven if we don't make the extra life. So here is your 41, and that 41 times 625. Let me see that. 25, 625, which is the short Mayan count. I add the first 2 up. Actually, the long count would be I think it's that 25,000. No, hold on a second. $295. That's a separation. Mayan count. This is the Earth diameter, 7920. Could be 7625. Check this out for the Earth's diameter. It'll match. The Mayan tell us about it right here in these numbers. 7625, 5 and 2 come together. Because 5 and 2 is like a prime, as we saw in the days of the week. It's another code to put into the machine. So this one over here will have 9, 8. You see, we can work on the top part. We can't work on the bottom part. We go in here and out here. And then we can go this way and we can go this way. So we only can use 3 at a time, or these 3 at a time, or these 3 at a time, or these 3 empty spaces at a time. I can't explain it yet. There's 3, 6, 9, 12 empty spaces. In the 12 empty spaces, you have 2, 4, 6, you have 8, and you have 4. And then there's the 1 in the center. And that tells me about Pluto, space. In all, it's really 4 in 1. It's the space here, the space here, the space here, and the space here that connect all of this together, because everyone else is in the other house. So it's 4, 4, and 1. So anyways, that's it with the house. So you have your number 41, and that is your birth in the sun. This is telling you about the spirit. This is telling you about the sun. This is telling you about, I'm a little confused with this because it'll talk about your DNA inside of here because of the 2323 chromosome, because 4 by 9 this numeric value can be reverted to this, which will tell you about 1 DC. It'll tell you about the 0. Boy, there's just so many things. I don't know what I left out. Anyways, I really came out here to show you a design, that's something I was working on. I've never finished it yet because I need to make, I need them to spin. If I held these up, let me see if I can get the light right. When I take these and I turn them, right? If I would put the camera against this, but take it, comically put it together and just keep spinning them, and have one in the background over here. Let's say we can have one in the background over here. And they're all, let me see if I can separate them a little bit. See that? We can move them all around, spinning them, showing different realities. Anyways, yeah. I guess we're all done. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Jen M, never seen you before. Jen M, the Beatles, laugh out loud. Okay. 70 female, 30 male. 73 win a big red sun. 21 and 10. 7 times 3, 21. 7 plus 3, 10. And because of that, we go back to number 73 again because there's a 0 involved. And 76 and 36 equals to 112 female also. And that's it. I want to thank you for watching. Anybody have anything to say? Have a good night, Jen. Robin, thanks for the comments. And let me know how we did. Did I have anything else to show? Yeah, I probably had a whole lot of stuff. Let's end the video on this note.